So women's participation in the economy has actually a few sectors. So you have, from a long time ago, women participating in family businesses because, of course, there is inheritance, and a lot of women inherit the businesses from their fathers with their brothers and the rest of the family. So here, women are active in either overlooking or becoming shareholders, and many times becoming board members of the family business. However, we don't have enough board members in the family business. As you know, worldwide, women joining boards of companies has not been something that has been happening very fast. And with the Millennium Goals, I think they've been trying to push. Therefore, even in Saudi Arabia, we've had a challenge in how to increase the numbers of women on the boards of these companies. Second part is we're talking about women that set up their own businesses and basically grew these businesses. So you'll find that the majority of women here that are entrepreneurs or started businesses are not very large in numbers. So there is about 4% only of the businesses are owned by women. However, the reason was at one point because about 10 years ago, the legislations and the regulations were not there to support women in businesses. So those that actually started businesses really went against the flow. However, in the past 5 years, the legislations now are exactly equal for both men and women have moved into the business world. The challenges of women in the business world are usually in finding finance, which is, I think, very similar to everywhere. And the other thing is marketing. Women are not very strong at marketing. And one of the third challenges is women taking risk. Women are always afraid. So women will start a business, run it properly, extremely organized. Women are very meticulous at managing a business. Then women find challenges in growing the business. So you'll find we have the same challenges here. So women will stop at a certain size of a business and don't know how to take this business to a second phase, which is the growth phase. And they find a lot of challenges. And we're still studying the market to see how we can help those that are set up to actually grow bigger. Then you have women that are in the workforce. So basically, we have a huge entry of women into employment and women in the workforce. The legislations have changed in the past 5 years, and there has been a huge support from the government to increase the women participation into the workforce. Of course, as well, we have found a lot of challenges, something that has not been in the use and the norm previously. Any change is also faced with resistance, and the unknown is always something that people are fear. Women were always known to go into the education and into the health. At a certain point, 5 years ago, 80% of women employed were in the education sector. Today, all opportunities are open for women. However, still the introduction of women into these sectors have been quite slow, in my opinion. However, when you come and you check with the numbers, you'll find that the numbers have increased tremendously in any countries, because we've had something in the past 3 years. There has been more than 350,000 women that entered into the workforce in just 3 years, which is a huge number. However, that number has not made the women participation more than something around 17% of the workforce, which is still a low number in consideration. A lot of these legislations had to push women in by even identifying some jobs as making them women only. So anything that has to do with the women selling, women apparels had to have women sales. And this transition has been very much resisted. Of course, it was resisted by the private sector because it's meant that they had to completely restructure themselves, hire new people. And, you know, as I said, no one likes sudden change. However, a need to increase women in the economy is not just a need because they believe that women should participate as a right to participate, but also the economy needs to have the women. 60% of our university graduates are women. These women need jobs, they need to participate. Today, with the inflation that is happening around the world, one person taking care of a family is not enough anymore. It needs to be both parents have to share the load of the expenses for these households. Therefore, the need has become, a priority with the government. And I think things are changing, but creating the right environment, creating a smooth transition into change is also the challenge.